Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, during the height of the pandemic, there were all kinds of dire predictions about what would happen to car dealers across the country. And I'm here to tell you that they are alive and well, and joining us in the studio to talk about that, Michael Baum and Brian Day from Hurst and Lewisville Autoplex. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we were talking before the show that all of those predictions did not come true. Tell us about business.
Yeah, so business is, it's great. I mean, we were very fortunate, blessed, and lucky. March and April were a little tough, but business wasn't off, 50% like everybody was predicting. It was, maybe 10%. And then once the restrictions were let off and DFW, we were seeing, record months in May and June. And it's an absolute blast coming to work every day.
That's
helping
awesome.
People get new cars.
And Brian, you just joined.
I did, about a month ago.
So how do you explain the surge in sales?
It starts with the people. We have a lot of great people at the dealership. It's family owned and operated, so everyone who actually comes and joins the family becomes part of the family. Anyone who actually comes in and purchases a vehicle from Lewisville or Hurst Autoplex, they become part of the family as well, but especially on the servicing side too. So,
and Michael, this is a family company. Tell us how it all began.
Yeah, sure is. So when we say we're family owned and operated, we truly mean it. You can go to either location and somebody who's involved from the family will be there. Normally, from open to close. And my grandpa got in the car business in the 70s. My dad carried that on. We had a Chrysler dealership in Irving. And then in 2002, we got Lewisville Mitsubishi, which turned into Lewisville Autoplex. And then in 2012, we started Hurst Autoplex.
Wow. We've got some video of a flyover over your Lewisville location, and it's just an absolutely beautiful, in my mind, kind of a Taj Mahal. It's tell us about the construction of that.
So that dealership you're seeing on the screen, it took about a year to build, and it is the largest Mitsubishi dealership in the entire world, not just in the United States. It's their landmark facility, and we were the first one to build it. It's their new image program, and it's state of the art. I would put it up against any dealership you see here in DFW. We've got a massive showroom that can fit over 15 cars. The service garage is huge. Brian can tell you a little bit more about it. I think we have probably over 20 stalls to service our used cars and customers that are coming in. So it's a great facility.
Brian, was that something that attracted you to Autoplex?
Very much so. The cleanliness of the dealership, how everybody makes sure that the actual landscaping is top notch. Everything has a place for it, and it's great to have also, service advisors in a very nice, welcoming, professional area to work out of, as well as the sales side too. Every salesperson actually has a sales office, so you're not actually out in the open. You can actually get real intimate with the guest and talk about financials, big moves they're about to make. So.
And Michael, you were telling me before the show that you actually started at the bottom. I mean, almost with a broom.
Yeah. I would. My dad, when I'd be out of school, he'd wake me up in the morning and say, "You're coming to work with me," and I'd go to work with him and started off just like moving cars, and that's how I learned to drive. Was on a car dealership at 14 years old, and had a couple friends of mine, family friends that still work at the dealership, that would basically mentor me how to move a car, put it in line, and then be in the back washing the cars. So I mean, I've been done the lot porter, I guess you would call it detail, but I'm not sure that other people would call what I was doing detail. And then, parts porter. So, yeah,
That's cool.
Done it all.
Well, I applaud your dad for starting you off at the bottom, because then you learn every facet of the business.
Yeah.
And when your employees are, challenge you on something, you can say, hey, I did that.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
When I've got the high school kids or college kids come to work for me in the summer, and I tell them something to do, and they look at me like, hey, I used to do the same thing. So
that's cool.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Brian, let's talk about millennials, because a lot has been said about this generation, that they're like an Uber generation. They're not really a car generation. What's been your experience?
The biggest experience I've actually seen, or the biggest change I've actually seen from this group of individuals, they tend to kind of hold onto their vehicles longer than probably normal, which has actually been great for the service side and the parts side for fixed operations. Some actually wait, as we alluded earlier, that they wait till after college and they get their vehicle, and they're going to be in their mid-20s at that time. And at that time, they're really kind of is trying to find something they're going to hold on to for, let's say 8 years or so, typically, where it used to be 2 years and they would flip into something different. So that's what we're kind of seeing right now.
That's awesome. So, Michael, let's talk about happy customers. We got some pictures off of your Facebook page, and that's got to feel good to make customers happy.
Yeah, and it's one of the favorite parts of every salesman and customer is taking a picture of your new car in front of the facility. And a lot of times they'll ask us to take it with their phone, which we'll gladly do because we know where they're putting that picture of that new car. It's going right on Facebook or Instagram. And you can go online. We have thousands of 5-star positive reviews on Google, Yelp, Bing. So taking care of our customers is definitely our number one goal, and I'd say it's why we've been able to stay in business for so long, even through tough times, is we always have that consistent customer base that's coming back and is only going to buy from us or service their vehicle with us because we treat them right.
Awesome. Talk some more about the family customer. What's the feeling when you come on the lot?
It's not like a typical dealership, and that's like the best compliment we get is, this is the best car buying experience I've ever had. Or this is not like all the other dealerships. I didn't wait around for 3 hours because, you could talk to customers will tell you they'd rather have a tooth pulled than go buy a car. Right. And we try to make it the exact opposite. We have a video that I did on our website, detailing our new way to purchase a car. It's called Autoplex Express. You can literally do everything over the phone or on the internet. Get your car appraised, get approved for financing, and you come into the store, we'll have the car detailed, clean, paperwork ready to go. You're in and out in less than 20 minutes is what we're telling people. And if you do it the right way, we can get you in and out that quick. It's really, car buying and car selling is very easy. It's just people that don't know how to do it right, they're the ones who are making it hard.
Yes. All right. How about car buying trends? I know that we had the kind of electric car trend. Now with gas prices being so low, are we going to see a resurgence of bigger cars and trucks?
No doubt. We can't keep trucks on the lot fast enough. We're at our lowest point in time. I think we only have like 50 trucks on our pre-owned side that are available right now, and it's typically double that. And Brian can see it, he sees it in the service department too.
Yeah, we'll get a vehicle and we'll have it'll lifted, wheels and tires put on it in the week with our lift team, and then that'll be gone in 3 days. We'll even walk back and go, where did that Jeep go? And we already gone home for the day. Turns out they sold that evening, and it'll hit the internet, in a few minutes, and then all of a sudden they're getting a lot of leads for it. And then they're coming back to actually look at that one vehicle, and the vehicle's not there. So the next thing you know, they're saying, well, we can still build you one.
Yes.
So that's the great thing about our dealerships too. What you see, we can actually build it and actually tailor it to what you want. It's not just this one cookie cutter approach.
And I know with cell phones, a lot of young buyers will do all their shopping on the phone and know exactly what features they like before they even come in the dealership, right?
Yeah.
And it's made our job that much easier because it's not like we're out on the lot spending 3 hours picking out, do you want a car, truck, SUV, light or dark color, automatic or manual. They already know what they want when they get there. Our job is just to make sure they're treated right and give them a great experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been wonderful. We're out of time for this, but we're going to put your website up. You actually have a couple of websites right there on the screen, Lewisville Autoplex and HurstAutoplex.com. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate that.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.